seeing trains go by with masterpieces.
Literally.
You feel me? With
Literally.
masterpieces. And you're like, my people created this under stress and duress. What can they do when they don't have pressure on them? Who are we? And this is all being signaled to me as a 3-year-old, as a 4-year-old, as a 5-year-old. I was born in 1975 in the Bronx, New York. So only thing I've known is hip hop. And then, later on in life, I'm able to revisit these things and put things in perspective. And I'm like, who were these people?
Right.
How?
No, who are these people?
Right.
Because it's the same energy. We're still talking the same. We are part of the same group.
Continuum.
And it's like the same continuum. We are.
The energy's still rolling.
And thanks to you, it's rolling right up to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right up to right now. The energy is here right now. And you got to think to yourself, you said a key thing. Who are these people? Who are we? When we say these people, who are we? Other races and ethnicities have been given everything. Look, and just look at this without, and again, whoever's listening to us right now, raise your consciousness to the maturity of this conversation. No disrespect to any race, ethnicity, or culture. We're not putting ourselves above anybody or below anybody. But in our face, in our time, we can read life and see this group and other groups have been given, not earned, came to America, saw the Statue of Liberty, and was given college education, GI Bill loans, whole houses, jobs, land, given it by the government.
Status.
And social status above the indigenous community already here, which is us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did.
Okay? You got all that. All of that. You was the first to go to the moon. You got guns. You got computers. You got cars, planes.
Treasury.
You got
What a blank check.
everything you need.
Free labor.
And on top of it, you got everything, okay? And look at the world. This is the best you can do with all that you've been given, freely given. You've been freely given. And this is the best you can do. Look at the governance of the world. Look at the governance of the nation. And look at who has been given everything. Now, look at the other group. Not only were we not given anything, the little bit we had was taken. We're living amongst thieves. Black people are so divine. This is not passivity. This is our character. We actually can shake hands with thieves. Only God can do that. We actually can bear liars, shake hands with thieves, have a smile on our face, walking amongst people who have our goods right now.
Right.
They're walking around with our stuff right now. You can walk into any museum in the United States and see our stuff. You'll have to pay to see your ancestors' stuff. We have to pay to see our ancestors' stuff.
Right.
It's not their stuff. It was so eloquently said in the Black Panther film, Killmonger, talking to the museum. Big up to
Michael G.
everybody that wrote for that movie. The names are too long. Right. Everybody had anything to do with Black Panther, just big up to you. Because they showed you right then and there. For a young kid to see that movie, a superhero movie where Killmonger's telling you right there in the movie, where your ancestors get this from? You think they paid a fair price for it? Don't tell me about you can't and this is my stuff.
Right.
But of course, he's the villain in the movie, so we have to, that thought then becomes villainized.
Facts.
You know, that whole thing is just like, no, he gonna die at the end of the movie. He just don't think like that.
People who do that die and get thrown off boats.
Right.
Get thrown off boats.
Right.
Buried in a watery grave, as they say. And remember, they did that to Osama.
That's right.
So these connections and correlations are made because they want to infer that that's terroristic thinking, that you would come back undiplomatically to secure, right? Because remember, because at the center of the conversation was the CIA. So he deals with them differently, but you deal with them even though this person was still made from their program as a hired killer, but they don't negotiate with terrorists. So yeah, what was being inferred is deep, you know what I'm saying? And what you're saying is completely true, that we are surrounded in a den of thieves. But look at our compassion, look at our integrity, look at our uprightness, look at our ability to still make gold strewn from lead. You know what I'm saying?
Hip-hop. With nothing, dude. They took we're speaking English. We're not even speaking our mother tongue.
Right.
And we took their tongue and flipped it better than them. They can't do what we can. We can speak like them, but they can't speak like us.
So the royal science,
with their language,
with their queen's language, the Royal Science Institute did a composite study on hip hop, a comprehensive study on hip hop, and they found that this is the highest form of linguistic science. They said that it superseded or surpassed jazz. I would beg to differ, to have a broader conversation with people that are more qualified. But what they were able to show, what we did, you know, the way that they might reference their literary greats, you know, comparatively, we have outpaced that. What we have been able to do with syntax in this quote-unquote English language, we have truly given it substance and context. And it's not even technically ours. And might I add, yes,
word technically.
This is still considered the sign of genius by their standards. If you can do what we did with the English language, you're considered genius.
Savant.
Right? Savant. So we have utilized hip hop as a medium to excel in arts and sciences, and these are the litmus by which you tell the genius in the civilization